Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining. Tonight, you know that we have our Thirsty Thursday, so I hope that you have your drink because Thirsty Thursday is also Friday Eve. It's free weekend. And listen, let me tell y'all something. Today, y'all know I always got something, right? Today, I had my eye appointment and I remembered like 1 hour before. Yes, I'm telling y'all I can't see and uh that was definitely mandatory, but nonetheless, God sent me the word and said, Asia, call your optometrist. And I said, Jesus, are you sure? And Jesus said, girl, I'm tired of playing with you. And I called and they said, oh yeah, girl, you're gonna be here in an hour. And I said, whew, okay, well, I'll be there in an hour. And I flew right there. And it's a good thing I did. Point check on yourself is what I'm saying. But my vision was really tripping, y'all. So take care of yourself because there are some things that are congenital and hereditary, meaning it's in your family, it's in your bloodline. And then when you go to the doctor and gets tests and things like that and start to look into the different things that are wrong with you, you find out what also contributes to them. So stress is one for me. And then working from my devices. So my vision did change so much so that when I walked in, I had on color contacts. When I walked out, they couldn't tell that I had on contacts because the doctor changed them to clear because I'm trying some out. So my sister Tamara's gonna laugh at this. They was like, Asia? I was like, yeah, what's up? Are you driving? And I said, yeah, of course I drove here. And they was like, we don't see any contacts. And I said, oh, y'all scared for the people on the road again, like last time, because I can't see? Yeah, don't worry, they're clear. So make sure you take care of yourself. I am so grateful that I went in and took care of myself because it wasn't just stress. It was my actual vision. It changed a lot. So take care of yourselves, guys. So Tipsy Thursdays is absolutely amazing because I get to show up in my pajamas. I get to not do things by myself anymore. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. Having the courage to reach out. And then God sent me really good people. I cannot say it enough. And so I get to spend my Thursday nights with Bambi. And I super, super love her in real life because y'all know if I don't like somebody, I'm going to tell them. But I love her. So,
Yeah.
Bambi, who are you? Tell the people.
Hello, everybody. Y'all know how we get on these tipsy Thursdays, honey. Let me click this little part right here. Listen, what Kevin Hart say? It's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
Yeah, I know. Last Thursday was quite one for the books. We had some shows and stuff for you guys. We had a great topic, and today I'm itching myself, y'all.
Didn't
Because
we end up going another hour on your channel?
yes, I
Yeah.
am king right now because you never know what the hell we gonna talk about. We know, but y'all never know what we gonna talk about, and it's so crazy because I love it.
I do.
I love it. It's amazing, and just to make sure that everybody has a smile on their face, are up to date with anything that has to do with health, life. Sometimes what a woman's going through, what a man can be going through, and sometimes man's prides are in the way. Like, we are here to give you guys all of the tea on a Tipsy Thursday.
Absolutely. So let's toast first because I do actually want to drink this drink I have here. This is one of my other glasses that I got from said company. So it's the face and then a short haircut, and then they put my name in the back. And so each one that I got with my different my different names. This one is actually dedicated to you. I started calling myself the Black Barbie. You reminded me of that in one conversation that we had. Somebody named me that a long time ago. So I have that one tonight. So would you like to do the toast or you want me to?
You. You're gonna do what
Okay.
you
Okay, I will. So, real short, sweet, and to the point. Tonight, we are going to toast to holding ourselves accountable for how we handle things. Also, even in situations where you are not wrong, you can end up wrong based on how you handle it. And there's always some ownership to take in a situation. And so, we are just going to toast to being women and men over here, because in my house, where we serve the Lord, we are trying to do better all the time. So in this house, with this family, with the Crown Royals, we hold ourselves accountable as we mature, um, in the ability to have ownership without being defensive.
Mm, I like that.
Yeah, that's what we're going to toast to.
That.
So cheers. Mm, that's good. So
I like that one. Ooh,
I
I
love the spirit. Spirit. So tonight's topic is on. I'm going to actually use my phone too because I have some people that said things. But tonight's topic is very easy, but it's prevalent. It is why your, let's just say mate, because I like to be respectful of every type of relationship. So let's just say why your mate is not responding the way that you want them to. So let me tell you what I mean. This is for the man asking the woman. So if you're in a woman relationship, there's one that's more masculine, one that's more feminine.
feminine.
Man meant, so all of it applies across the board, but it's the man bro asking why the woman is not as um adventurous in bed and as outgoing and not as assertive. And so that is the question. Very easy question, but it is a very interesting set of answers that you have to give, and you have to be ready to take accountability.
Yes.
So, what is what do you think?
What do I think about the topic?
Mhm. So, what's your answer? Why do you think that um, women may not be as responsive as men or the male role would want the female role to be?
And this is crazy because we talked about this last show. Um, far as me being into the LGBTQIA, ABQ, ABC, the
Is it
ABC.
IA for real now too?
So, um, me being a part of that world, I'll say I've dealt, like I said before, I've dealt with a lot of people, and I like to deal with the ones that are a little bit more masculine. Don't get me wrong, I love my feminine women too. I'm
Okay.
I am very dominant. I am a dominant femme. So, based off of this topic, I'm going to say some women may not give what needs to be gave because we're not allowed to. And let me reiterate,
Tell me more.
let me break that down. I'm gonna speak in my personal terms. I've dealt with people who play the masculine role, but they won't allow me to be feminine. Far as, hey babe, can you take out the trash? Me personally, I feel like the trash is a man's job. That's one thing I ask you to do.
Okay.
If I have to come back into the kitchen and the trash is a little bit higher than what it was before I had actually to take the trash out, now I feel like, why do you expect me to give you 1,000%? You ain't giving me shit. Let's meet on let's meet the middle here. I can't be giving 80 and you're giving 20. I know everybody used to be like, we need to be 50-50. At this point, I need 100 out of you because I'm going to give 100% of myself. So a lot of women and some men do not give what needs to be gave because we don't see the purpose to do it anymore.
Mm. And why do you think the masculine role does not see the need to even do it anymore?
Let me tell you, first off, I'm not going to even blame the music. I'm not going to blame the people. I'm not going to blame the celebrities people are looking up to or these relationship goals people are looking up to. Stop looking up to all of these damn people. But some of these females are so quick to be the fuck outside, being fuck nigga free.
Because we hold women accountable over here.
Yeah, being fuck nigga free. Y'all not paying attention to what needs to be held down in your home, in your empire, in your kingdom, where these queens and stuff are supposed. You everybody wants to be treated like a queen, like a lady. Everybody wants to, but are you acting like that? Are you showing me the characteristics of being a queen? Are you holding that title down instead of trying to be a fucking city girl? Don't get me wrong, lady. A city girl is amazing.
But it's a
Um,
time and place for everything.
exactly. There's always going to be a time and place for everything. It's a time to be professional. It's a time to be a lady in the streets, a lady in the streets, and a freak in the bed. It's a time for everything. But like I stated when we were backstage, honey, listen, you get what you give. If you give 1,000%, you get 1,000%. If you're giving 2%, you might get -2%. Because once a
That
person,
2% might be an insult.
yes, because when you show someone that they are not, once you give that person that, okay, I'm seeing she not taking shit, none of this shit serious, or I see his ass ain't taking nothing I said to him serious, then of course we're gonna look at it like
It works in the reverse.
it. Yeah, reverse. Like some people, if you with somebody who literally may be your soulmate and they know how to reverse like they know reverse psychology, they gonna reverse that shit on you, and then when you see it, you're not gonna like it, and you're gonna want to take action immediately. But if you do not, like, that's like double standard to me. You
Mm-hmm.
don't say anything to him because you see how he's reacting to your actions. But every action don't need a reaction, as they say. But when you're doing it, he's laid back or she's laid back. She just allowing you to do your fuck shit. He allowing you to do your fuck shit. Everybody is not gonna go through that no more. Well, me personally, I've had my, my days. I've had my days where it's like, damn, is it seriously gonna be like this all the time? Like, why am I giving 1,000 and I'm still seeing you being on your fuck shit? You still trying to be outside. You still trying to be a goddamn, keep up with the Kardashians, as they say. You
Right.
still trying to do all of that. It's pointless for me. And I feel personally like, why am I sitting here continuously putting in all this hard work, stressing myself out? Like you said, people need to start taking very much, a closer look on their health. You stress yourself. They got people who out here killing themselves over this shit, and that shit is sad. So nobody got time sitting up here waiting for someone to come to their senses to see if is this the right thing to do. So,
So I have three things. My three things are: one, I'm always going to hold all of us accountable for those who believe in the Bible. If you don't, it's okay. Skip this one. I have no feeling either way. I'll pray for you. Um, we continue to do things out of order and then wonder why there is no order.
mm,
That's one. Everybody is not your damn soulmate. You are
thank
supposed to court, and then you date with intention, and then you make a commitment and you follow through
you.
with one person. If you want to, or with whatever you're going to do, it's discussed at the beginning. Let me just say that. So if you're poly or whatever that is, because there are some African cultures you can have more than one wife, all that different kind of stuff. But that's at the beginning. Okay, you don't rope somebody in and then tell them something like that. So that is the natural order of a relationship. Okay, you don't jump into somebody's inbox and DM them back and forth in between whatever you have to do, not very intentional, kind of here and there, responding at a light, uh, you know, oh, your picture is cute, throwing all of these compliments out there. Oh, queen, oh, king. Please don't call me no queen when you first meet me. I mean, I am one because I'm a wife. However, you don't know me. So I unfortunately, and this is can be a problem, whole nother show. I don't take compliments the way everybody else does. Some
I
people take them and run with them. I don't, because I appreciate it. But what I mean is, Bambi knows me now. So if she were to say something like, "Oh, Asia, you're so sweet," it would mean something coming from her because she's seen me be that person and knows how I am. But if you say that right away based off of a picture or something, you don't really know that because we haven't been through nothing together. And you don't know that I cuss, I do all of these things, and I don't want to be fake. That's why. I don't want the compliment to go to my head because it's built off of you're giving it to be nice, so I respect it from that space. Okay, so the next thing is to Bambi's point. If I am with someone, and now let's talk in the worldly, the way things usually go. Um, when I date someone before I was married that I wanted to have, that I was okay having sex with, it was a select few. I did not have sex with every damn body that I dated. They didn't come to my home, they weren't in my space, they weren't all of those things. I was taught to value my body. Did I value it all the way like I should have according to the word? No. But I did not just give it away and do all of these things. So to me, you had to earn the things that I would do, and I had to earn the things that I would accept from you. Um, my mother taught me from very young, if that's not your husband, you don't get to expect him to pay your bills, do this, do that. It's certain things you shouldn't do because it leads to this expectation that really hurts when it's not met. But that expectation is not owed to me. So I've kind of always been more logical, if you will, because you're setting yourself up for failure.
right.
Everybody, you get what I mean? I think that those are some of the things that attribute to why you're not getting what you want out of her. Because what you want out of her is what you're seeing in a porn, and that's not real. People do not have abusive sex every day. Even if you did it because that's something you into, some people like to be a little choked, a little smacked, tied up, all of those things, but you don't do it every day, is what I'm saying.
No,
Um,
honey.
you just can't because you're really grown, right? You went
Yeah.
to work, you come home and you have to clean up, you got to pay bills, even if it's just you and your person.
Right.
It's all these things that you have to do. So if you did that every day and all night, who's getting up for work on time?
Mm. Let me tell you something. What's that song? A lot of people. Fuck. Um, ain't nobody really out. These first off, ain't nobody really out here doing with these pornos, these songs,
The
and
pornos ain't doing what the pornos say. Do you
those.
think Becky really like that? Or is she doing what the typical moaning sounds?
Those are.
Uh,
I need for people to understand. These porn stars are actresses. They get awards. They have. They have award ceremonies. They just don't go like the Grammys. But
can you
all
say that one more time?
porn
You're
stars.
not real.
Porn stars are actresses.
Because it's a scene, right? They wrote it. It's a scene.
Actresses.
There's no passion there because they said insert passion its face here.
The only the only porn I could probably vouch for is homemade porn because it's homemade.
I almost dropped my damn drink. That's not porn. That's sex with a movie.
If it's homemade and it got a meaning to it, they got music playing, they got the whole cute little layout.
I'm just saying, everything in
With
the
their
porn
own-
is directed. Who the hell has sex with a camera in their face and it says, okay, have an orgasm right here. Okay, and scene. Can you have that orgasm again? Wait, I liked your face better this way. Wait, can you do y'all need to stop associating your real life with what's going out there in the world because everybody's expectations are also out of whack. Let's just take the rest of the conversation from the point of expectations. Women, you are expecting your partner to be some knight in shining armor, do all of these things that they weren't even raised to do. So they may have to be things that you say, you know what, I would really like this. Can we learn and grow this together? Because women, we don't know how to be wives either, because if we didn't come from a two-parent household with parents that talk to you, because just them two being in the house don't mean shit. How do you know how to be a wife? You weren't trained to be a wife, and it's okay.
Woman was not trained to be a wife. They say train up a child as the way they should go. A lot of people did not train up their children the way they should go. And even if you were training your child, a child, they call children human tape recorders. They go based off of what they see. A lot of women have, for example, for the women, you got niggas running in and out your house and your kids up in there watching Coco Melon or goddamn Gracie's Corner. Baby, when your little girl or your little boy grow up, they're gonna think they can have bitches or niggas running in and out that damn house. When they get older, they gonna be like, I seen mama do it. So
Because
if you're
I'm grown, I do what I want to do in my house. No, you disrespecting your child. Kids deserve to be respected as well.
and what kills me about that situation is what goes on in my house stays in my house. But you need to understand it's affecting not just you and your body and your Tula lady or man, but it's affecting your children. Your
People
children
have
can't
become
handle
so
that
selfish.
thing you are doing. So when you have to think about it, think about when you were like back in the day. I'm pretty sure everybody could be like, yeah, my mama done, or my daddy done did some. Oh, I watched my daddy do this and do that, and then guess what? They grow up to be a statistic. And me, I honestly can say I am a survivor of that situation because I am not a statistic.
Me too. But it took a whole lot of work.
It took a lot of work,
It was not easy.
a lot of shit that I will put up with now that I wouldn't have in the past. I wouldn't have put up with in the past. But when you want to make a better person out of yourself and you want to make change, nobody can make that change but you. And that's exactly what I did. So the simple fact that people think that it's okay to try to, me personally, I'm not going to try to transform my woman. I'm not doing it. I've done it. It's tiring. It's mentally, physically, emotionally draining. You're trying to sit up here and change somebody. There's a lot of sayings that I can say, and trust me, the more I say them, y'all gonna the people who are watching are gonna be like, you know what? She ain't motherfucking lying. But at the end of the day, they're saying, you can't. You can take the bitch and nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the bitch. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. All of them sayings running the same thing. You can't change nobody if they're already set in their ways, especially if you're grown and you're trying to find somebody, you trying to go out there, find your wife, your Boaz, or whatever you're trying to find. Baby, let me tell you something. Don't go out there expecting to build a bitch. Because this ain't
And
built.
you shouldn't want to. Go find the person that's meant for you. But I think people find the person that's visually appealing to them, and then they want to mold all the rest of the stuff when you're supposed, that's why you're supposed to court. That way you can make sure that your soul is met first, and then all the, because guess what? Here's the best example that I give, because people are people. Everybody don't like their kids, but they yours, and you love them so much that you'll go through all of these things with them. You just don't care. You will lose everything you have, some people, over your kid, because you love them so much. You want to make sure that your partner, who is going to supposed to be with you forever, that you love them to the equivalent. I don't believe in my kids come first. I don't believe in my husband come first. I believe that there is an order. You know what I mean? Uh, and who is right comes first. That's what I believe. I believe that there is no way that I'm going to disrespect my husband and do so much for our children that I disrespect him, because guess what? They're not, they're mine on borrow. They're their own person, they have their own life. So they're gonna go out there and live their life the way that they want to. I'm not finna fuck up my marriage and all of that because I'm not listening to my partner and my husband. But it comes with respect. All of these things that we just named contribute to why a woman can't get wet. I can't get wet if I don't like you. I can't get wet if I don't want you to touch me. I can't get wet if you're getting on my nerves. I can't get wet if I don't see you as a man because you're not acting like one. I can't get wet if you're complaining more than me. I can't get wet if you're not taking care of your kids. I can't get wet if you're not doing the best that you can with what you have. Everybody that knows me knows I don't care what you make. I care what you do with what you make. That's what matters to me. Because at the end of the day, everybody also knows I'm most comfortable in hoodies, chucks, and stretch pants. I got all kind of shit. That's not what I'm most comfortable in. Be comfortable completely naked. That's where I got the hashtag naked truth. Until you can be honest with yourself, you can't unravel the things you need to unravel to fix yourself so you could be better in your relationship. My husband don't owe to fix me. Now he owe me not to fuck up some more shit, but he don't owe me to fix me. And allow people to be human. I think that if we saw each other better as a blessing, you ever notice how people that don't have nothing is still in love and they'll light a candle and make a palette on the floor and be just as happy. But the person going to some grand ball, they usually had an attitude and an argument on the way, all of this shit because they're trying to be perfect on the way.
Baby, I ain't perfect.
I don't want to be no. I don't. I did that for a very long time trying, and yeah, it's not. And it wasn't even for me. It was for everybody else.
I'm gonna say this because it's crazy. Because let me let me get myself together. Mm. I'm gonna state these as facts.
Okay.
A lot of people look at me because I've been on television. I've been in multiple people's music videos in the entertainment industry. A lot of people know you and things like that. So I have a nice quite of a few followers on social media. But let me tell you something. Them 9,000 something followers out of all of them 9,000 people, don't none of them motherfuckers even know my name. None of them people know, and they know me by face. They don't know me by who I am. They don't know my favorite color unless I tell them. They don't know none of that. And I actually had to stop myself because I was one of those people who was trying to live above my means.
Oh, really? Is it things that you wanted or you didn't even want them altogether?
It was things I didn't even want it, but I just kept telling myself I refused to go back to where I came from.
I get it, girl.
And it took me a minute to I've always been humble, but I had to really like humble myself down to the point I was out today. And mind you, I was still at work. I left my work computer here and I just signed on to work on my phone. While I'm at work, my phone is sitting on my chest and I'm listening to everything that's happening while I'm at work. In the midst of me driving, now mind you, my friend ain't, I'm not driving no 2022. I'm not driving no none of that. This is to show you that I don't give a damn what you see me in. The car don't even got a damn trunk on it. It's taped up.
It got you what you needed, right?
Hmm. But this isn't my car. This is my friend's car that I was driving to go make a run really quick. And while I was driving the car, I ended up stopping somewhere, and somebody seen me and was like, "Damn, this how you getting around?
They said that?
This how you getting around? And you too cute to be." I said, "Baby, listen, I'm here, ain't I?" They like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Did I die?" No. I'm like, "Do I still got money in my pocket? Do you?" I opened my purse, close it back up. Said, "Honey, it don't matter how this car look. It don't matter if I walked over here the way I'm looking with the bonnet on. I'm humble. I had to learn to humble myself and stop trying to live above my means because the old me wouldn't have drove around. I just wouldn't have went to go handle my business. The old me would have been like, oh, girl, let me go ahead and try to find a Tesla for rent. I don't. I don't give a damn. All of the people that's trying to live above their means are the main ones out here struggling. They're struggling the most. Baby, listen, I like my ideal first date, like we stated before, my ideal first date, baby, we can go to 7-Eleven. We can go to the damn Piggly Wiggly to go get some chips and a bologna sandwich, and I would love it. We can go feed the ducks. We don't even gotta eat, baby. I don't give a damn. You got $1.50? Well, I only got $4. I mean, it'll work out. We can go get a dollar cheeseburger from anywhere and split that motherfucker down in half. You want to do that? Yeah, I want to do that. No problem. And we'll be in love with it. The fact we don't have people need to learn to stop trying to be what they know they're not be. Like, no, they're not be. Here I go with my damn goddamn vocabulary. People need to learn to stop trying to be what they're not.
I don't think they know how.
Because they sit up here and they see all of these people, and I don't blame no one but their self. Like, people can't blame no one but themselves, but I personally blame social media sometimes.
I do.
Because women, for far as women, and I can say that, me, we're seeing all these women get their body done, getting all of these $800 to $1,500 hairstyles that's gonna stay up for an hour and a half or a day because you're trying to be so cute. You go out to the club trying to show off to everybody in somebody's club, sharing a goddamn club soda because you done spent all of this money. You gotta think smarter, not harder. And if a lot of people in this world start thinking a little bit smarter instead of harder, I promise you, you wouldn't really have much to worry about. Yes, I'm in the stripper industry, and a lot of people might be like, oh, well, maybe you're not applying yourself. No, I apply myself correctly. I'm going to come humbly. I'm not sitting around expecting everybody to come and tip me and throw all of their goddamn life savings 401k and goddamn arm, leg, and a coochie lip. I'm not expecting that. Not at all. But I'd rather work. If I get out there and the people I want to tip me don't tip me, I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. I blame myself. Maybe I should have went a little bit harder. I blame myself. And why? So I can better it. Because other people ain't gonna say nothing. Other people are not going to give you um that at the tip of my tongue.
The reassurance.
Everybody's not gonna give you the reassurance you need but yourself. You have to reassure yourself, like, you got this. Nothing is happening. It's just a little bump in the road. We'll go over that bump some more. So next time, at least we're gonna at least see the shit coming. People gotta learn how to be humble.
So two things. One, that's also a reason why men that ask this question, and this is why we're having this show about it. Yes, she is attracted to you. So to answer that question, yes, the woman is attracted to you, but attraction goes on and off, just like being in love goes on and off. You have to do the things that are required to stay there. And I say this because it ties back. It's two things, but it's watch how it comes around. Um, Anything that you do that is gratification, you have to continue to feed it. Okay. And you have to make good decisions because you can also do too much and F it up. Okay. Um, if you are trying with your woman and she is not being responsive, don't keep trying that thing and burn yourself out, allowing your ego to get into the way because I've always done it this way. Oh, she wanted and she wanted this way because guess what? He wanted and he wanted that way from her too. But y'all are the ones in the relationship. So stop pulling other things in. Okay. That's why this thing ties back to her financial thing she just said and the topic. This is why we end up talking so long because they apply to real world and sex. They go hand in hand. I'm just saying, roll with me. You have to do what she needs you to do. My job, and everybody say, my job is to effectively communicate what I need as honestly as I can.
Hmm.
The second part of my job is to listen to what my partner is saying, what they need, because those are the notes I need to take. My focus should be on what I just heard, not what I just said. Everybody's at I. What did you just hear? Because that's what you need to work on, right? The last thing that you do is you actually work on what the person wants you to work on, and you communicate. Do you like this? Is this okay? Is it anything I could do different? Because your ego doesn't matter, right? You care about the other person. So it's nothing they could say, as long as they're respectful, that will hurt your feelings, because you're getting this feedback. You're both learning, right? Because guess what? You're also going to be telling them these things. If they get it all right and you get it all needing to fix it, don't allow your ego to start making you throw daggers where they don't belong.
Mm.
Don't do that, because I've seen that happen too,
Yeah.
and the shit is cold. Like, that person did everything. That person was loved. That person, they really were, because their partner said it. And because it wasn't in the reverse that way, the other person got jealous and started acting a certain way. And that's not okay. It's really not. Get your ego out of the way. Everybody want to be grown and kings and queens. Grown ass people don't act like that. Kings and queens don't act like that either, because otherwise their whole empire will fucking fall. It's not all about you. And get that ego out of the way. If you don't allow your ego to get out of your way, you will block your blessing. And everything ain't microwave. It takes a little bit longer, like Bambi just said. The route she's taking, it takes longer. It took me 13 years to get to the salary I wanted 5 years ago.
And that's crazy because a lot of people may look at me like, you a stripper, you make money. I'm
What
not,
does that mean?
because people
Even
see.
if you did, let's just say you did.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's just say you did. Because there's different levels to being broke. Let's just
Right.
call that out. Because
Different levels.
you could put it all away because you have this really big goal over here, and this goal is not bigger than this goal. And no matter what, you're not touching this money. So I'm just saying. And I too come from a place where I didn't have money like that growing up. So I told myself I will never in my life have to wait for a paycheck. But do you want to know what is required? When you make these things, find the people that can help you make these things come true. Because what I had to realize is, in order for me to never be in that place again, I got to always have my own back and put the money up, not spend the shit every time I get it because I'm trying to show y'all that I got money. Why
Because
do I care if y'all know if I got money? Because that asshole who asked her that, did he offer her a car?
no,
Did he tell her where she could get one?
no,
Did he tell her how to go make more money? Did he
no,
say, I'm gonna put you on? Did he
no.
do anything? But as a man, he felt okay in his bitch assness, because
Mm,
that's a bitch quality,
bitch ass miss.
okay, to
Say
say something like that to her. Why? We're grown and we're wondering why children are killing themselves, because we're teaching them how to be bullies. If they listening to the way some people talk, I'm sure they thinking, damn, my mom and my daddy talk about fat people all the time. I'm fat, they must not like me either. Dang, my mom and daddy talk about people, bald-headed people all the time because she bought a weave, but we black. I don't have no hair, so I must be bald-headed too. Watch the shit you say and what you do.
because it can affect you and the people around you in the fucking long run.
And then I'm sorry, like my mom said, I'm sorry, don't fix nothing. And I mean, once it's broken, you can't
Baby,
actually fix some of the things.
I tell my son all the time, like I said, you train up a child as the way they should go. I've always believed, and this is me personally, because like a lot of people do not know my personal life, but I did not have the best life that I expected to have. I didn't have it like that. Yes, I did have it once upon a time because I was the only child, but things happen. And, at certain times of the night, ain't shit open but liquor stores and legs. So, other children started to come about. And that's when life hit me. But I tell my son all the time, listen, don't you ever tell me you're sorry. You tell me you apologize.
I love it. I teach that in my nonprofit.
You tell me you apologize because when you saying you sorry, that ain't doing nothing but showing these people that you are a sorry excuse of a person.
And you're not sorry. You made a mistake.
I can call his name really loud, and he's in the other bedroom, and he'll think he's in trouble because the tone of a woman or a mother's voice. When a
Mhm.
kid hear that, they feel like they're in trouble.
That bass in your voice. Yeah.
You know, you got to put that, hey, hey,
Right.
fuck up. So I'll call him, and he'll immediately just start running. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. What did you do? You didn't do nothing, baby.
I
You didn't.
love it.
What do mommy tell you? Papa apologize.
I
Okay.
love it.
Now, one time I caught him, my son, he's only 5, so I have a moment. We have moments where my baby likes to climb upon cabinets while I'm sleeping. Snack cabinet. Now, I don't really get on them like that unless I hear something falling. Now, this was a little experiment I did on myself. People may say it's stupid, but I felt like it was an actual teaching lesson, or I'll say teachable moment. So I actually, parents, we got that's I like to say cat syndrome. We're very sneaky.
Mhm.
So we'll sneak up on him and watch him do the shit he do. So I snuck up on him, and he scared himself. And I said, one, I'm never going to deny no one of no one. I'm never going to deny anyone of food
Right.
because you don't know when your last meal is going to be. So I told him, I said, if you wanted some snacks at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, you could have came and woke mommy up and mommy would have got it for you. I'm sorry. So when he said it again, I'm like, okay. I gave my son a glass plate. I said, throw it on the floor. He said, I don't want to. I'm
Right.
getting,
Like, I know what this is gonna do.
I'm getting in trouble. I said, no, baby, throw it on the floor. Throw it on the floor. It broke. I said, say sorry to the plate, baby. He said, sorry. I said, did the plate fix? And broken. I'm like, okay. You see what I mean? Oh, mommy, apologize. I'm like, okay. As long as you catch it. You can tell people so much shit. A broken heart and a broken mindset. Once you break someone's heart and their mindset, baby, trust me, that person is going to be broken for all of eternity until they get themselves together or until they are ready to fix themselves. Sometimes I know people out here who are so fucking broken, they done lost themselves. They done lost who they are. They done lost the sight of the beauty that is in their eyes or in their heart. They done lost their goals. They done lost all that shit. Now, what's excuse me, what's more upsetting about that is because you see so many beautiful people, and I am one of them, that has been broken. And I carry characteristics from people in my past who I hated so much or disliked that I started to act like them. I started to act like someone who I cared for so much, who I loved for life itself. And I got told, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And sometimes, and most of the times, well, all the time, that shit wasn't even fucking sincere. All them sorries broke me. So where I had a lot of real friends who came into my life and I would break them. Yes, I love you, and nothing I'm doing is intentional. But this is just what I was taught. So every time you hurt somebody, just think of them, think of that person, or every time you lie to somebody, or you're just dishonest, or you just being a low down, dirty damn shame. Think of them as a fucking glass plate, because when you break or you throw that damn glass plate down and you tell us sorry, 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 do you see them pieces just start squeezing or moving and they self back together to glue the plate back together? No. Yeah, it'll take a hot glue gun to get that motherfucker back together, but I bet you if you wash it in some hot water, it's gonna crack on again. Everything takes time and everything takes like consideration. People have to start being a little bit more considerate with what they say, how they say it, what you do. And everybody always say this, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You can be like, damn girl, you gained weight, but deep down inside you don't know. I've always been body shaming myself at home. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna get my next dime to get my body done so I can look like the idol female as everyone is saying nowadays. Damn, girl, your hair grew long, but you don't know if I'm dealing or battling cancer or sick or something, and my hair keeps falling out every chance I get, and this ain't even my hair. This a damn wig that look real, cause I know how to do the shit, so it look like it's growing out my damn scalp. People, it's not what you say, it's how people say things. And if people really start to humble themselves and actually take time and consideration on thinking before they speak with certain shit, I feel like everything would be better. People wouldn't mind giving more so they can get more. People wouldn't mind that. Women and men, that goes vice versa, literally. All of this is a process. And
I
there's no
will say
hand,
this.
baby, listen, there's no hand.
In breaking things down to the simplest form, that's what I've been doing for maybe the last 5 years. Um, because it makes things easier. It's black and white. It takes things off the table. I'm not responsible. I'm handling this problem. I would, it's not, mm, some of these sayings, my mom is going to laugh when she sees this. Some of these sayings, I don't agree with them. I think that we've gotten accustomed to them and it has allowed loopholes because now everything is just taken so far that these things were good back in the day, but now I don't think that they are. Here's the reason why. And one day, y'all, I'm gonna get to the point where I just say things straight out, but I'll be thinking I don't want to offend nobody. Don't come for me. This is what I mean. It's not what you say, it's how you say it for things that are appropriate. Everything that you think doesn't need to be said out of your mouth. Just
Mm,
because it is your truth doesn't mean it's the truth. Some
mm,
people need to learn to shut the entire fuck up
mm,
because it's not a good idea. Just like that man who said what he said to her, just like the examples that she gave. None of that. What was the point to it? Start thinking about that. Is this something that I would want said to me? Let's start there. Because most of the people that talk so damn much are the biggest fucking crybabies. I can't get down with that. I just don't like it. You talk so much, but when somebody says something to you, all hell got to bust wide open and swallow them up. I don't agree. Um, it even says it in the Bible that everything doesn't need to be said. When people say, well, kids will be honest. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how some people are, especially these days, and with y'all us putting our kids out there on social media. I use the example of fat because it doesn't bother me, but my goal is to get other people to the point where it doesn't bother them as well. If your kid comes and says, "Ooh, you're fat," I'm going to say, "And you're ugly," because you just told me kids are honest, right? So if I'm honest with your motherfucking kid, don't say anything to me if I snap back at your kid. Because we're teaching them how to be honest, right? Or are we correcting the child? Because I will not get upset if the child says that and then the parent says, baby, you don't say that. That's rude. Something like that. No harm, no foul. That's the way we're supposed to do it. But if you condone your child like that, I'm going to say something.
listen, I done been around a lot of motherfucking people kids. And I may be young, maybe very young, but I'm an old damn soul. I'm old whoop your ass. I don't get tired. I'm not about to take your tablet
I
to
get
the
energy. My back don't bother me, my nothing.
I'm not about to take your tablet, say get the hell off TikTok for a week. No, I'm about to give you an old school version. Let me show you how to really be in pain sometimes without me having to put my hands on you. Because nowadays you can't even whoop your goddamn kids because CPS or somebody else going DPSS and all these other old folks, all these people. Y'all
You
know what I'm
can whip them with the open palm on the butt, but you may not use an object. You may not abuse them.
child. I was whooped with switches from a damn tree.
Girl,
I was whooped
let me
with a
tell y'all, my
damn
mama gave me a concussion. And you want to know why? Let me tell you. I was
mm,
on one of my many punishments because of my mouth. And all I would have to do is say things like, yeah, that was a whole week for me. So one year I got a whole summer. So anyway, I was in the blinds in our complex. I was in the blinds because, My boo was outside and he was trying to talk to me and I was trying to see him. I just wanted to see his face. Well, my mom decided to throw the cordless phone at my head. She said she was trying to do something else, and I said, "Mom, on your shit. You was trying to kill me." No, she wasn't trying to kill me, but she was trying to get my attention. Anyway, it hit me in the head. So I'm just telling you, parents did very interesting things. Do I think that it is okay to abuse a child? Never. But
Back in the day, it wasn't abuse. It was spelling the rod and spoiling the fucking child.
because you only got the whooping once that way. Like I've never been hit again after that. Like I
You
was
only get
good.
this type of whoopings once. And I feel like I can't speak for the whoopings much because I've had more than that. But me, on the other hand, my auntie didn't play that shit. She lived right outside her back door was a big ass tree. Go outside and get that switch. And you bet not get no little one because
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want either.
your ass right back
Those
outside.
hurt more, by the
Oh,
way.
don't let it get to the point to where you finna get a real ass beating. Baby, she is braiding the extension cord. She dipping it in hot water. Oh, you getting your ass whooped.
Okay, that's another topic. Let's get away from that because I'll be asking your auntie's address. So
That's
back to
all.
the topic.
That's the
You
whole.
cannot say whatever you want. You ever think about the things that words do hurt worse than words hurt worse than anything else for a lot of people. It depends on what a person's thing is. I personally used to beg for whipping, so I never got one because what was actually more of a punishment to me was those damn conversations and having to ask, now, are you going to do this again? All of that. Ma'am, don't interrogate me. Can I have my whipping so I could go play? No. So, anyway, if you have, think about things like this, and we have to think about these things with our partner. A lot of women have been trained to do this. Um, as a woman, I will not sit in a room with my partner. This was before marriage because it doesn't apply to my marriage. But I'm not going to sit there and talk about, oh, he's so handsome and oh, he has a six pack and oh, he make all this money if my mate doesn't have that. Because what you're doing is essentially psychologically you're telling your mate that they're not okay because you're saying that this is what I really want, this is what's attractive, and your mate probably never heard you talk about them like that. Well, with social media now, you got to think about it, man. Before they took the feature away, you could go on and see everything that your man liked that day. You could see the
Mhm.
comments that he made, all of this shit. So why he talking about, oh, that's fake, I don't want that, I don't like that, well, right here you called her, that's what you call me. Only here's my picture. You didn't say it on mine. You got you've been on here all day, but you told me you couldn't call me to take care of whatever you need to be taken care of. These are
Mm.
the things that you're psychologically doing to your woman, and you're wondering why when you are ready to do whatever you're ready to do, she looking at you like, well, it's because she doesn't have the energy, she doesn't have the desire, because you didn't put it there. You put it into the IG model. You put it into that partner put it into your family who's asked you kissing. You put it into everybody else but her. You have become so comfortable that in her love that you're not doing what you need to do anymore. Again, anything that is conditional, you must continue to give it conditions. If you want me to still be highly sexually attracted to you from what you did 13 weeks ago, you got to be crazy. That's not how it works. And it doesn't matter if that's how it works for you because men could go no matter what. It doesn't matter. Every woman cannot. And especially if
Mhm.
you're in a relationship, you want your whole person. So you want to walk into that room feeling comfortable, feeling confident. You want to be okay being your authentic, naked self. And I don't mean without clothes, I mean yourself. If you want to come in acting silly and do a dance that day or a lap dance or just walk around naked, if you can't do that in your home with your husband, there is a problem. They should not be your husband.
Mhm.
They shouldn't, because it's no way that you should feel like that. And if, sir, you have started to make her feel like that, go ahead and take the ownership and just step back. And women are your visual men, women are words of affirmation and then touch. So, yes, you can move forward and start doing better. but she actually needs to hear you say, I realized I did this. You don't, again, no, I'm sorry. I realized I did this. I want to make it better.
Mm.
Allow me to try. It's literally just that simple. But so many people think they so damn perfect because social media then filled their heads up, which is why I said I don't take compliments the same as I take the ones from the people that know me because they know me. And I take criticism just as well. I like it when I appreciate it when I am held accountable. Or
Mm.
somebody says, Asia, you could have said that different. How did I say it? Because in my head, I think I said it like this. But if you tell me, I'm not going to debate with you. And women, learn how to shut up. You don't have to debate everything. Just if that's how they took it, see how you could do it better. That's it.
Mm.
And that's it. And if it is a person that is abusing their position in your life and just keep putting things on you, that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation. But at the end of the day, you should be with somebody that you're comfortable being your authentic self, and then you can do anything you want to do. And some of the things that they just want you to do too. It's not all about you. But when people are asking why they're not getting what they want, you're not getting what you want because you're too focused on yourself. A better question
People
is, why
have
aren't
to
you
learn.
giving what you should be giving? Are you giving what you should be giving? And not according to your mama said you, oh, my mama said I'm a good, oh, my son is so good. They are so good. Right. Because do you sleep with them? They're a good son. You don't know what they're like in a relationship. You don't. So stop giving them credit for being a good man because you don't sleep with your son. Okay. And a lot of y'all didn't train your son to be anything but your husband. So they're used to having a wife and having sex with everybody else. Wife, mom.
Mm.
You're not the wife. You didn't teach them how to be a wife or how to be a husband. You taught them how to be your husband. And that makes no psychological sense, like none. And that is abuse. Just
None at all.
some of y'all want to know. I'm just saying, you wondering why we can't do some of the things we would love to do. Bambi said it at the very beginning because you won't let us.
Most women are sitting around dating men, and I'm gonna say dating men or little boys, little ass girls, and not women. And to the simple fact that me as a woman, like I said, I'm gonna speak me personally. Me as a woman, I have had to take out trash. I had to fix my own damn headlight. I had to pump my own gas. I had to um, rub my own feet after work. I had to sit up there and pay myself to go do the things that I wanted to do for me. I had to do all of those things, and when it came down to the point to where I had to do all of this, I know this, like, I have to be masculine. Does not mean that I'm a man, y'all, but I know how to do it. It's back in the day they used to say women couldn't do this. Women couldn't do what men can do. It was not equal. But let me tell you something, baby. Don't make me have to put on some steel toe boots and become a man. Because I have to show my masculinity sometimes because I'm not
To
getting it.
survive. It's survival. But you're not supposed to be surviving in a relationship in your home. That's not fair. And then you want me to, how am I supposed to be turned on as a woman? And I'm speaking for all women. How am I supposed to be turned on right now when I am doing everything and you can't even cut the grass? When the one thing you do is take out the trash, where you can continue to continuously hold me accountable for everything that I'm supposed to do. But when I ask you how to do something, or can you do something? Oh, I don't even know how to do that. What man is comfortable with saying I don't know how to do that? I didn't think we knew how to do anything until we did it. It's so, you could Google it, you could do all of these things, but so many men that I know are comfortable saying, "Oh, I don't know how to do all of that."
Hmm.
And you okay, stay in that. And you the same type of man that could tell a woman how to behave. How can you talk so damn much about what she should be doing when you can't figure out what you're supposed to be doing? You literally can't do shit. And you're supposed to be, you're the one turning somebody on.
Hmm.
It was I think A1. No, it was Waka Flocka, the last season, he was like being honest with himself, and he was talking to his mom, and his mom was saying, "You're an amazing man's son, you know, Tammy this and Tammy that." And he was like, "No, mom, I fucked up. I did this, I did that.
He
I need to
took
get my shit
listen,
together."
I
And she's
don't know
steady fighting him on it though. She's steady. No, son, don't talk to yourself like that. And he was like, "Mom, I'm a grown ass boy. It is something wrong. That is not okay. I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm not supposed to be doing that." And she finally just had to shut the hell up. That conversation, I love that it happened like that, because that's what most of us are fighting against. How are you telling him
I
to
was
go
so
against what
in
he is
love seeing him
accepting?
say that.
He's
I was
accepting and
so in
saying,
love
"I
seeing
should-"
him
You
say
saw it
that.
too? Did you see that one?
Huh?
Did you saw that one?
With Waka and his mom?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I love that. When I heard him, I was like, so men do try to
That
talk, but when you're trying to talk,
men
you're
try to
talking to
talk.
a woman that's talking you out of it instead of just letting them talk. He's saying, "I'm trying to be a better husband." Why would you, even if you thought he was the most amazing thing and it was only one thing he wanted to work on, let him work on the one thing. He's trying to be great for his wife. How could
Right.
you have a dispute for that? That shit took me out. I was like,
Baby,
okay.
listen. That was the most amazing shit ever. Sometimes your mouth should be closed.
And hers should have been
If
close.
your mouth, sometimes you need to turn your mouth into your ears. Have two sets of ears. Well, you got two ears, but have
Right.
four sets of ears. Your mouth, both lips, seal them, turn them into ears so you can actually hear what is being told to you. But instead, so many people always want to sit up here, I. You don't understand how I. You just won't get that
Didn't you say
I.
something like that? I raised a good son, blah, blah, blah. So you know instantly what I thought about. Every episode, she's always talking about wanting why ain't Tammy giving us another baby? Why ain't Tammy giving us another baby? Well, Tammy always said she wanted one, but as soon as she said that, I'm thinking, you've been pretending this whole time like you was on Tammy's side, like on both of their side, helping both of them, and you have not told your son that he needed to fix anything. And then when this young man is saying, "I see it now, I want to get my wife back because I messed up," you're talking him out of it. So you've been the one, and I think he has a great mom. I'm just saying those are things that you don't notice until you notice. She's been the one fucking that boy up because he's trying to talk to his mama, and she's talking him out of getting better to himself.
Sometimes it be your own parents.
That shit was crazy.
Sometimes it be your own parents, baby. I am telling you.
And I don't think it's malicious with all of them. Like with her, I don't think it's malicious. That's why I like giving that example, because you do see where she talks to Tammy, where she talks to both of them. I think, again, because she was a single mom, she was taking it as, "I was raised bad, so that's why I'm a bad man." He didn't say that, but that's the way she was taking it. And the cameras don't help either, with him saying all of with what he was saying. And that's my pride and joy. He's so amazing. He's so perfect. She was taking it personal instead of allowing him to have that. Only he knows and Tammy knows what's happening in that relationship. But at the bare minimum, she knows this man was just caught cheating on that girl again. And now this woman got to rebuild herself again. And so he is trying to say, I've been tripping. I want to fix it.
My thing
She,
is,
that was
that's a
crazy.
beautiful ass woman.
Tammy,
Why are you cheating on that beautiful ass woman?
and down to earth,
Very.
makes her own money, not lazy, still want to cook. She still want to be a Proverbs wife. She a little hood. She get her own space. She let you have your own space. And that's what he was kind of saying. Like, it clicked to him, like, she's the one. Like, no. And she deserves to be upset to the point where she wants to separate herself. She deserves to be away for a minute. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. That she don't want to talk about having a baby right now.
I don't feel like, why bring another baby into this family or to this empire or to this kingdom if
'Cause that's an actual kingdom. There's a queen and there's a king.
if you are not giving me what needs to be gave. People do need to listen more. That's why we have two ears and one. Thank you. We have one mouth. So if you can, like I tell my son all the time, stop trying to talk. Let Are your listening ears up, baby?
Stop trying
Let's
to
turn them
respond.
up. Let's turn them up. Turn them up. It don't matter if they on the lowest notch possible. You still hear me.
I just need you to take it in. Take it in.
Take it in, because I feel like I've had a lot of conversations with people, and if I have to have a conversation with somebody and they hit me with that, huh? If you can, huh, you can hear.
Okay. Just so you know, if I say I'm really saying it because I caught the last part where you said my name or something. Because if we in a room and I don't feel like you're talking to me, I mind my own damn business. So I done drifted off somewhere. And then if I hear something, I'll be like, you
Huh?
was talking to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
See,
on
now
normal,
that's different. But far as if you're literally looking me dead in my
oh,
face,
okay, okay.
we having a full blown conversation. Yeah, babe, because this and this and this and this and that. I just wanted to know your insight. Let's hear it. Uh, you looking me right in my mouth. What else is it? I know I got a lot going on in my mouth, you know?
Focus.
Sometimes I'll be like, you know what? Next time I'm gonna knock the out your throat. You ain't even gonna be able to get to the other end of the Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna be a
here
wrap.
coming. It's gonna be a wrap. Like, babe, you hear me talking to you. Let's finish this conversation. Or I would rather, and I say it all the time, I'd rather take up, what did you say?
Okay, so let's mark this because different people grow up without being able to say certain things. Like I can't say it still feels funny to say stupid because I grew up with don't say the word stupid. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
is different. So if she's in a relationship and she says that, you have to respect that she says that and just say, can you repeat that? It's literally just that simple. But those are the little things that attribute to somebody feeling cared about, somebody feeling safe enough to stay in the in love zone so they can think about doing all the things they want to do. If somebody is
Mm.
consistently in a relationship in survival mode, when are they supposed to go on vacation when they're surviving? Do you go on vacation with no money?
No. That's
Hmm.
the thing with me as well. I've always been the type of person to where I feel if I don't have it, I just don't
No,
want
what I
it.
mean is your emotions. I'm talking about the bank of your emotions. If your
Yeah.
bank of emotions is not sufficient, if I'm trying to take care of my household, what I need to survive, how am I supposed to take my brain on vacation? It's in survival mode. I'm surviving. You don't have the luxury of the other stuff. The
Right.
luxury of the other stuff comes because you're calm, you're at peace.
Mhm.
You at least have a reserve. But so
Right.
many people, their cup looks like this, and you're asking them to pull from that cup. And you see the cup looks like this. Why aren't you more concerned that the cup looks like this?
Instead of the cup looking like a 7-Eleven gulp cup.
That's more intimacy to me. If you see that my cup looks like this and you come to me, I don't give a damn if my back feels like 18 knives is in it. Let me tell you, on those days, because my husband knows a lot of things about me, and that is one of the things that attracted me beyond measure to him. He even knew my favorite ugly ass pajamas. But those are the things that fill your cup. And on certain days, if he talk to me at work and knew that something was going on. And he would just stop at Albertsons and bring in chicken flats. And they would just be sitting right on the little thing where he knew I would sit. And I'd walk in and see him right away. I don't give a damn what that man asked me to do. He could ask me to do a goddamn backflip and handstand for
I'm
13
gonna
hours. And I was
motherfucking
going to do
try.
it. I'm going to try because you just feel it's just that easy sometimes to fill somebody's cup back up and get what you want because everybody wants to feel good. So if one cannot enjoy it, it's not a punishment. It's a punishment to me too if I can't do something. Because my brain can't even go there. But how much more of a torture do you think it is to not be able to get there? Worry about filling up the damn cup so that you can do the things that you need to do. Y'all worried about the wrong shit and don't nobody see it except for when it's them. And I don't get it. Social media has made everybody lose their damn mind. So many people is talking, trying to be a damn trend when ain't nobody saying shit and you not communicating. I don't need to know you feeling some kind of way. What the fuck does that mean? Use your words. Use your words. The same thing a lot of y'all yelling at your kids is the same shit you doing. You asking your kids, why do you keep lying? Why do you keep lying? Nigga, why do you keep lying? Girl, why do you keep lying? Because that ain't that man's baby. Girls, don't act like y'all don't do shit too. We all do shit. But until you stop and hold yourself accountable, I need to understand why the things that are the bare minimum in a relationship have been skipped over and a complete drought, but you want people to skip all the way to pornographic behavior. A lot of y'all ain't even booked a trip for your girl. And now that we this age, yeah, a booking a trip is regular. I didn't say it had to be to Dubai, but yeah, that's regular. That's regular. Take her car to get an oil change. It's certain things that a woman expects too when she gets in a relationship. It is, depending on the situation. Wash her car, everything to do with the car, that should be a man.
That's your
If
job.
you want everything in the kitchen to be about me. But there has to be a give and take. And it's too many
You
people
want
just
me to take care of the home, the kitchen, the laundry, the love making or fucking in the bedroom. Sometimes y'all just lay there.
oh mine don't. Y'all want us to grow and stretch and do all of these different things because you want us to learn all of these things, but y'all still following the same patterns that you followed when you have sex for the first time at 15. And you think that's supposed to be good. I do everything I'm supposed to do. No, you do everything that's comfortable to you that you want to do.
You
I
do
need
everything
you to
you know
stop
how to
hiding
do.
behind that too. Yeah, I'm doing all of these things. I know I'm a good woman. No, you're not. You're doing everything that you want to do that makes you feel good and makes you feel like you can say that because you're good at it. But when
Mm.
you are no longer this and now you're this in a relationship, married another person, if they want everything that you don't do, but they love your morals and values, just welcome the opportunity. Learn something new. Try something different. Everybody don't gotta like what you do. You're not amazing. Some of us got some amazing ass hearts, but you could still use some work, okay? Because every now and then my head rotates on my body, and I could feel it, Jesus, and I'd be like, I own my shit though. That one I have
You gotta
always
own it.
I could feel it, y'all. I could feel it. It's coming. Please don't make me mad. And then when they do it, because they blink, and then I go all the way off and scream and walk up the stairs, and then I sit down for 2 seconds and be like, "Ooh, I shouldn't have did that." And I walk my happy ass right back out and say, "I'm sorry. I apologize. Anybody want some food?" Like all
I
your
had a moment.
shit.
I had a moment.
Right. I
I
had
needed
a
to go
mob
correct
bad.
it. After
My
I had,
bad. And what
you
can
know,
I do? Because
we
they
have to
still
sit
looking like
there.
this.
You got to sit there and be like, you know what? I apologize. Had a moment. Had to go correct it. Anybody hungry now? I mean, the
Right.
kitchen's calling my
Give
name.
people a chance to accept what you are offering to allow them to digest it because you digested it before you went and presented it or tried or or whatever it is. Give people some time. But communication time and thinking about filling the person's cup that you love. Think of your relationship like Christmas morning when the only thing you want to do is fill the living room with everything that your kids want, because that look on their face, that makes parents cry. I done cried every damn
Yes.
Christmas. Like, it's just the best feeling, and you break your neck trying to get everything done. But when they appreciate it and they jumping up and down and crying and all of this stuff because they got crayons and you looking like that's the gift you love the most. It was a simple one. Treat your life. Go back to kid mentality. The purity of a child. We're all still kids. We are. We just had to grow up to do these things. But keep the purity. Yeah, keep the purity. So, what is your last thing you would say before we go? Oh no, you always got to give a tip. So, if a if a person, let's just say if a person is trying to turn their partner on in public, what's something that you would do?
Actually, okay, so me personally, you know, I'm very adventurous and um
But you can't finish till you get home.
yes, you can't finish till you get home. So me personally, I actually like to do like role playing.
Oh, I want to try that.
So I would be out or we would take separate cars
Okay.
and we'll go, of course, date night, something like that. We'll go out or, we'll just be like, I'll meet you there. And of course, I meet them there. They'll see me. What's up? Talk to me like. And we've actually had times when we talked to each other, and it was like, okay, and actually went through it like we don't know each other. And then me, I've been told that my eyes are very dangerous.
Okay.
So, I give certain looks, I am very seductive. Um, very.
And seductive how? Like, how would a woman be seductive?
Um, Sometimes it's by facial expression. It's also by body language. The way, like, don't get me wrong, ladies, it's nothing with showing a little cleavage. But if sometimes not showing anything is the best because, especially in our role playing, because you don't
Okay.
know what I got on under here.
Okay. Okay.
You don't know what you're about to get when you get home. You don't know what, like, if I just got an amazing fresh wax down there, you don't know what.
Okay.
You don't know what. So you basically you take your time. You don't really put much. We don't really. Well, I've never really put much effort into it. I would basically just go straight off the dome, like we we doing it again tonight, and they'll immediately know what I'm talking about. Like, oh, all right, we'll see. And we always usually bet each other, like, okay, I bet you can't. Like, I bet you cannot. Like, it's basically like we try to see if I would allow you to be like, okay, yeah, sure, all right, I like you. Like you hitting on me, and we
Okay.
trying to see if you're gonna be able to get me or if you got this in the bag. And if
Okay.
you got it, then baby, of course, that's 10 points for you. Ding, ding, ding. When we get home, just know it's on,
Going
right?
down.
Them sheets gonna know more than. But it's been times where I'll get there and she would either walk up to me and be like, "What's up? Hey, how you doing?" Or however she want to talk. And when we talk, it's like I'll sometimes, look at her. Ladies, we know, batting the eyelashes. um, looking up and down, sometimes a quick biting of the lip, certain
Mhm.
things like that. It's all about sex appeal. And that's where some of my sex appeal classes come into play because it's either I teach the bedroom etiquette as far as the sex appeal classes, is the bedroom etiquette. Out at dinner and you want him to know like, okay, him or her to know I wanna have I wanna get home and get it cracking. But we're here for a long period of time. So how can I let you know that without me saying it to you. Because sometimes everybody don't be like, hey babe, when we get home, I want to have sex. Like,
Yeah, let's not do that.
well, let me show you what I want to do. So simply, like, you just like the rubbing of the face, do everything very sensual. Hold it, even my glass is finished. But even if you're holding the glass and you're just looking and you take your eyes, you're glancing, you looking at them up and down, you winking, you taking your glass and you're like doing everything very slow and sensual. Everything has to have a meaning to it. If that's what you want to do, have meaning that that's what you want to do. Show me that's what you want to do. Show me that, all right, I'm for it. Like, okay, I'm for it. So they're gonna get it. Unless y'all ass get too drunk and y'all get home and y'all both pass the hell out.
It's okay to wake up in the
Wake up.
middle of the night and finish.
Yeah, y'all know because drunk nights, you go home, pass out, wake up in the middle of the night, and start it all up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Mm-hmm.
way to start that engine. I like that. But I feel that of course role playing is it plays a big part. They have people who does cosplay, role play. Um, they have uh, sometimes I would leave the house.
Okay.
Like if I would leave the house, like if I wanted to say something, or we were going out and we end up making it back home, I would leave the house or take a shower, leave the house, and I would basically like act like I'm a delivery person, schoolgirl. I'll come to my house, knock
Right.
on my door, ring my bell. Mm-hmm. And I'll have on some heels, a schoolgirl outfit. I don't give a damn who
Nice
see,
trench coat.
huh?
Nice trench coat.
Nice trench coat. I don't give a damn who see me outside. Hi, teacher. I'm sorry I'm late for school. You gotta have that
That's
fun.
a cute one.
I'm so sorry I'm late for class. Am I still able to come in? Yeah, okay. So you get in there and you actually like you have to put thought into. A lot of people don't put thought into certain things. Everybody nowadays just want to get it in and quit it and all right, babe, I'm tired. No, if you put thought into that shit, it's gonna be so much more passionate. Your
It is.
body will feel love. Every woman should feel like one, I'm already giving you my body is my temple. I'm already allowing you into the temply pearly gates of my life and my womanhood. So why wouldn't I want to be felt? Why wouldn't I want to feel like I'm
What I'm supposed to
appreciated
feel.
or
Right.
like worthy? Because everybody got coochie. Everybody got coochie,
Yeah.
but
They don't
don't know
exactly
who
have
is
faces.
yours. And if you have respect for yourself, if you have know how to put down boundaries, if you have morals, then of course this would mean something to a lot of women. So take time into it to where even if you got a big ass TV, put some timetables on the TV and have music playing on a Bluetooth speaker. Disconnect the Bluetooth speaker because me, I have a surround sound. So I would disconnect the surround sound from the TV so the music on the TV wouldn't be playing on that. I would put a small little table in the living room, move everything out the way, small little table on the living room, put a chair down. Of course, now mind you, I would put a small chair, a really, really small chair so my ass cheeks can hang off of the seat. Have
Okay.
nothing on but a thong and a little schoolgirl skirt.
Okay.
Write it down accidentally by purposely write the wrong answer down so I'll have to get punished.
Okay.
Stuff like that. It's all about like of course people don't be doing the foreplay and the role playing and stuff like that. I actually don't mind it. I don't mind it.
I don't either. I don't either. And
It's
here's the thing, if people are being honest with themselves, even somebody like me who did not think about different sex things like that, so that I wouldn't do them. You still have those things that you want to try. Or if a topic is brought up when you are ready to do it, your mind, you can think of all the things that you want to do. It's about being free and comfortable and able to do it. And sometimes you got to warm up. Sometimes you can't do the whole everything. But the parts that are most important to you, do those. Do the parts that you're comfortable with first. And then go from there and build on it. But I can guarantee you this, almost everything that somebody does, once they get over that first time hump or something like that, like then they become more comfortable and become more confident. And it's for your partner to make you feel comfortable as well. But
Sometimes,
I think that's a good idea. I mean, in receiving it, like
and even
that's not, yeah.
the moral of this topic was, why don't basically, why don't people give? But I feel like if you were, for example, ladies and men, if you have never did something like that, try to do it. Watch how your partner reacts to that. They're gonna be like, okay, you never did this before. You put effort into doing this. Okay, I see something. And that can actually be a start. I'm not saying you do this every night when you guys want to have sex. This is an every blue moon thing.
Mhm.
Um, and if you do that, literally, it shows. There's times that I would used to tell her, like, go to the store. Can you go to the store for me? I need this. Lying though. I'm lying. I don't need it, but it's always good to have this. You come back, and now once who answers the door is not who was the person who told you to
To
go
go
to
to.
the store. Now I'm the chef in a chef lingerie outfit, and dinner is made with with candles, and music, slow music is playing. We got canvas there. Well, you have a canvas there to paint me, because now we're gonna have a nude paint and sip dinner. Simple stuff
That's
like that.
cute. That's a cute one. I like
Nude,
that.
that's
Don't be
very simple.
giving away all the answers though. What they're gonna book you for if you're giving away? Because that one, that was the one. That
Yeah,
was the one that I never even thought about. That was the one. That's cute.
that's what I would do. Like, that's also one of my services. I
Okay.
can, I can do. I am very good at massages, and I
Okay.
will massage you with my body. So I can
Okay.
do the massages. That's one of my biggest ones that I would do. So I would cook for us. I would get us our wine, or your choice of drink. Light the candles. Put the aromatherapy sprays in the air. Roses if needed. Tub will be ready if needed, if that's what you want to do first. I will lay out a robe for you to, throw on your body. After that, you will go ahead eat. After you eat, you can eat while paint if that's what you want. If
Hmm.
you want to have your canvas sitting on your left side, your food on the tray on your right side, and your paint and stuff on the left side, right along with the canvas, and I'm right in the middle, I have it. I'm right there. I will lay there, well, for a minute. I would lay there, in a robe or my lingerie, and slowly but surely, I will start to disrobe, and you're able to paint me as we go.
Okay. So, on that note, we are going to end for tonight. I always give y'all a treat. I told you. Now, if you want to book Bambi, make sure that she's always tagged in everything. Go right to her Instagram page, and then you can book her for services. She does in person, and then she does virtual as well. So you can book those services with her. Everything from a private party, as you heard, somebody that is a coach and will be able to coach you through new experiences, you and your mate. Actually, I heard that. And then you can also book for big events like bachelorette, bachelor, birthday, um, anything that adults do. You can
And
book
it
it.
doesn't matter what city, state,
Correct.
can, that I fly out. I am very national. Doesn't matter. We will have to, speak over everything else. But if you guys cannot get in contact with me in any way, shape, or form, you guys also can hit up Madden, and we can always go from there. I mean, there's never a dull moment on our Thirsty Thursdays. I'm telling you, we cover so much, and I can definitely say I'm very much so appreciative for being a part of something so amazing. crazy thing is, before we do close out, today was my one of my closest friends from high school's 1 year anniversary to her lingerie line.
Nice.
I told her, and I'm one of her brand ambassadors, and I told her,
Uh-oh. I think she's trying to share the friend's laundry line. So lingerie, not laundry, lingerie. Um, I show her still in here. Yeah, we almost made it through a whole live without losing somebody. Okay, perfect. So
my
you're nope.
so
Okay. So what's the name of her lingerie line? Congratulations to your friend. That is
yes,
awesome.
yes, the name of her lingerie line is Lorraine's X Lingerie. And she basically really tries to cover for the BBW women. So all my BBW women, I know it's not easy trying to find some sexy lingerie. But honey, when I say Lorraine's lingerie makes you feel hella sexy, okay?
Spell it for me.
Huh?
Spell it for me.
Larae, I think it's S. Yes, S. X and then lingerie. And I told her the same thing I'm going to tell you. I appreciate being a part of greatness. I mean, well, a part of this team, this like being a part of a team like this makes greatness. And I am more than excited to be a part of this. And it's something for me every day. I learn something, you learn something, we all learn something. I love being a part of things I can actually learn from, take away from it, and copy and paste it to my life.
Amen.
Hello.
So, on that note, thank you all for joining. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and then make sure that you share. And you can actually share clips now. So if there's a particular part in the live that you want to share, you can pull out um, a minute at a time. That's what a clip actually is. And then you can share it. And that is it. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. It's not a holiday weekend or nothing like that. And parents, grown-ups, take some time because these holidays is coming. Christmas is tomorrow. And we need to get our time in before family time starts. That way we're prepared this year because this is our first
Yeah.
like bigger
How
year
you miss
after COVID.
Thanksgiving? Oh,
It's once Halloween comes, it's a wrap from there. So, and this is our first year back like out there and all of that since COVID. So I want everybody to think about that. And take your time and don't be so hard on yourself. So with that, that is it from us. Make sure you join me tomorrow live with makeup artist or creator, brand creator, Brenda. She is going to be joining us tomorrow, and I am super excited about this interview because if you go to her page, you have never heard her voice. She has never said anything on her page. She only posted content. And so when she accepted the interview, it was amazing to me because I didn't think that she was going to do it, but I just reached out because I've been following her forever. But I've heard her voice obviously because I talked to her. But this is going to be her first interview, and she got some shit to share. Content creators in the fashion industry, they crazy. Not her, they crazy. But join me tomorrow live at 5, and that is 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Pacific Standard Time, because I'm going to a football game. So, thank you, and have a wonderful evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Uh, um, hold on one second. Mm-mm-mm.